Welcome, 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 welcome to the Sendai Tanabata Matsuri here in the city of Sendai. As you can see, the whole city has come alive. It's very different to the way that it was the last time I was here last week. And I know that the connection is going to be crazy because the amount of people that are here right now is just on the here we are. Anyway, let's carry on with this little stream, which I will upload for you later on if I see that the connection isn't good enough. But hey, let's turn things around. Be a little bit hit and miss, I'm not gonna lie. There are so many people. Check this out. Woo, let's go through the streamer. Alminox is in the house. I'm not even gonna announce it because I'm gonna re-upload it later. But Tanabata is a type of festival that's held around Japan, and this is the biggest of the Tanabata festivals, with these streamers made out of bamboo and paper, as you can see. The shopping arcades and streets are all decorated with these streamers hanging from all sorts of different places. So nice and shady here. Actually, it's warm. The weather is warm. And remember to stay hydrated. I guess it's also quite important. But I just wanted to film this for two reasons. Number one, I wanted to have a nice memory for myself, obviously. And number two, I wanted to, like I've said, this channel is all about bringing you along. And I know that the connection is going to be difficult. It's there are so many people around, as you can see. So many people around. I found a spot that has okay connectivity, so maybe I'll just sit here. There's even a bench and show you. So these streamers, they are hanging up from these makeshift bamboo sticks. So you can see them there. It's a bamboo stick that's been put and prepared, and the whole city, or the major shopping districts anyway, are with all sorts of different streamers that are created by artisans. Some of them are sort of like advertisements. Some of them, you can see the difference between the advertisements, and you can see the difference between the ones that are being created by artisan people, or people with a lot of talent. And yes, another festival. Basically, I wasn't going to come to this one, to be honest. I have a hotel in Morioka. But this is the beauty of the Japan Rail Pass, guys. You can do this sort of thing. I've done 3 of the 4 big Matsuris, the Tohoku Matsuris. There are 4 big ones. I started off with Morioka Sansaodori Festival. Mwah, amazing. Moved on to the Akita Kanto Festival. display was incredible. Moved on to Aomori festival, and then I wasn't gonna do this one. I'm actually got a hotel in Morioka for tonight. But I thought, hey, if I am already sort of in the area and this is happening, and this would complete the 4 major festivals, Tohoku festivals, then why not do it? Originally, I thought to myself, if I was to do it, I could do it in the future as a day trip from Tokyo. Sendai is very close to Tokyo. It's very easy to get to from Tokyo. So I thought, hey, I'll give it a miss this year, and then next year, in the future, I can just come on a day trip. But I changed my mind literally last minute. This morning I changed my mind. I was about to board the Shinkansen, and I thought, you know what? Let's not stop in Morioka. Let's change my ticket and let's go to Sendai instead. And I've left my luggage in a locker in the station here in Sendai, and I'll probably spend another 2 hours here before I head back to Morioka to check in. So yeah, that's the beauty, everyone. No issues here. Hi Frank, how are you doing? And I've got a good connection right now where I am. Let me turn things around so you can get a sense of the festival. People taking photos, as you can see. You know, it is quite pretty. It's a very different type of Matsuri. It's definitely a Matsuri that you can do as a day trip. A lot of it happens during the day instead of in the evening, like some of the other Matsuris. Actually, all the other Matsuris I've been to have all been evening stroke night festivals. This one is more of a day. There are a few things happening in the evenings. There are a few demonstrations going on also. But yeah. Frank. And we have some of these just above me. As you can see. Pretty spectacular. That one looks like a piano. Is it a piano? Yes, it's a piano. That one is a piano. Yeah, well now I've definitely marked it off my Matsuri checklist now. Ooh, happy birthday. Whoa. So the connection comes and goes. It all depends on the people around me. It's 3D. That's pretty cool. Some of these streamers you literally need to walk through, like separate. Yeah, it has been a fantastic Matsuri trip so far. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit exhausted. For 5 days has been but yeah, this one is sort of different. I don't want to say it's. I don't want to it's not as exciting as the previous 3 Matsuris that I've been in, especially that Kanto Matsuri up in Akita. That was a spectacular show of skill. The amount of hours of practice that they must have put into learning the skill of balancing those lanterns. I wonder. Ooh, what's this? Can you add your own thing? Cool. So these guys are making it. It's blank, but they're adding. Yeah, this Matsuri is definitely very different. Like I said, it would definitely be a perfect day trip if you're in the future. If you're around a Shinkansen line that serves or gets to Sendai, then yeah, you should consider it. Sendai is a city that is great as staying a night or two to explore some of the Matsushima Bay, etc. But if you can also time it with Matsuri, then it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. These arcades and these are a lot more beautiful with the streamers. No, there's just there are different heights, basically. Different heights. Some of them are low, some of them are high. Festival. They do start to appear in the summer all around Japan, especially in the north of Japan, but not at this level. You might see 1 or 2. You might see a few short ones. Maybe in some stores, but this is on another level, completely another level. Hanging up across this general area. Some of them, like these ones here, they're quite nice. Some of them are 3D and have multiple sort of things going on. They look like fishing rods. They're actually bamboo. Look, this is actually a bamboo. Bamboo. I do love festival food.少し。
お願いがあります。お願い。
お願い。英語話します。日本語少し話します。
アプリでもいい。アプリでもいい。
Okay, I don't know what's going on. わかります。でも日本語話しません。
英語一言ただいま
ただいま。
ただいま
ただいま。
ただいま
Okay?
OK?
でもただいま easy. Guys, I'm gonna be on TV. Let me just put this down. 私は YouTuber です。Might as well. Hi. Guys, I am being filmed. Is that okay? Okay, I'm going to be on the Sendai YouTube channel, city YouTube channel, but they have a much bigger rig and setup. Tadaima, welcome back. Yeah. Ninja monkey. Ninja monkey. でもイギリス日本の観光を Yeah. It's hot. Domo arigato. Okay, just been filmed for the coming out, so bye. Tadaima means welcome back, or I'm home, no, maybe I'm home. I don't know if I'll make it, but hey, I tried very hard. Wow, another Matsuri, I know, right? In this case, it's gonna be Happy Gaijin Matsuri channel. But hey, this Matsuri is totally very different to the ones that I've been to, because it's happening mainly during the day. I promised you that I wanted to bring you along for the ride, and that's exactly what I'm doing. This stream is going to be a little bit shorter than normal, probably half an hour. But check it out, guys. Very pretty. There's all sorts of festival food. The atmosphere is great. Yeah, it's Matsuri season. Northern Japan, Tohoku region is famous for its summer Matsuris. And I do recommend, if you ever have the chance of coming to Japan in the summer, or you're planning on coming to Japan in the summer, then, you know, factor these 4 main Matsuris into your calendar. We have most of them happening between the 2nd of August and the 8th of August, or the 9th of August. So, yeah, basically, try to factor them into your trip, because they have been so much fun and they've made traveling up north totally worth it. Apart from all the incredible, beautiful places that I've been to, I think definitely my highlight of this trip so far has been the Matsuris that I've been to. I mean, this one I would definitely recommend as a day trip. It's just a little bit of a different sort of thing. It's more of a, there's no show. I've been told that there are some performances happening around the city. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have time to find them, but it's definitely a different vibe here. I mean, it's great. It's worth coming. I'm glad I've come. I'm glad that I've changed my plans to make it to this Matsuri. But just give you an idea. So these streamers up here, they are hanging from these huge bamboo poles that are set up all across the street, and they're scattered all across. Oh, look at the dog, it's so cute. Kawaii this. Scattered all across the city. Pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive. I mean, the streamers stop over there, but you can see that over there behind the buses there's all sorts of like street food, festival food, Matsuri food going on. I've got my camera with me. I am taking some photos, I am taking some video at the same time. The same as everyone else, you know? Everyone is taking photos and video. We're gonna move in a minute. The only thing with this Matsuri is that it's all very similar. There's just, you know, for the video, I'm worried it's going to be a bit the content that I'm taking. Anyway, let's carry on walking. I'm going to walk back towards the main part. If the connection isn't, then I will re-upload. But hey, let's walk a little bit. I'm keeping an eye on the connection. I do have a few talking points that I need to do for my main video with my other camera, but I think we have a little bit more time. And you know what? I'm craving, and I'm gonna be like super crazy here. I'm craving Coke Zero, and the only place where I can get Coke Zero that's even remotely okay. Maybe I'll head to a McDonald's so I can get myself some Coke Zero, basically. Oh boy. I'm not drinking beer. I don't think I'm going to drink a beer. It's a little bit warm. I'm carrying too many things. I need to go on the Shinkansen later. But I wish I was wearing a yukata, to be honest. That's what's missing in my videos. Too many people wear shorts. You know what? The majority of people, Japanese people, don't wear shorts. I'm not gonna lie, but you do see some with shorts. I think you need to also consider something that's quite important, and that is that generally, a lot of these people that you see that are not wearing shorts, they tend to work in offices with air conditioning, and or their workplace will have strong air conditioning. So you will see a lot of people without shorts on, and you'll think to yourself, OMG, how can we be out here without shorts? But I asked a few Japanese friends, and they told me, well, we spend most of the day indoors with air conditioning at work, so it will be too cold with shorts, number one. Number two, they do tend to wear appropriate clothes, materials that are made specifically for the summer, so it's a little bit cooler materials. Oversized t-shirts, oversized jeans and that kind of thing. But overall, the reason, if you see Japanese tourists traveling around, they might wear shorts actually, but if you see just Japanese locals, they don't. And the main reason is that they're basically, most of the time, they're at work, and they'll be in an air-conditioned environment, so that's a reason. I don't think there's any reason for you not to wear shorts. As a traveler, I mean, this guy here has shorts in front of me. He's Japanese. These kids have shorts. That Japanese guy over here that's just coming into view now also has shorts, as you can see. And and then these sort of summer attire. There's a good combination. Don't be put off wearing shorts. There's all sorts of street food going on. All people drinking beer. I don't think it's a good idea right now for me to get a beer. I think probably not the greatest of ideas, but hey. Believe it or not, I am actually filming whilst I am doing this. Just getting some B-roll of general B-roll. 大丈夫です。ごめんなさい。ありがとう。 Some people, our, some people are taking photos of this tree. It must be special. What is it? Do you know what this says? Anyone? Know what this says? Anyone? Yamaden of it. Yeah, like the gali yukata, but definitely I should have worn. Don't worry, guys. If I see that the quality isn't good enough, I will bring it down and I will re-upload it. So for those of you watching on the replay, I hope that it's a good experience and that you'll be able to get a sense of what this Matsuri is, so that if you are planning on coming to it in the future, you have a good idea anyway of what it's all about and what you might expect. I have been told that there are loads of different performances going on around the city, the castle area, etc. But that's a little bit far. I'm just sticking to this area. I think it's what most people come for, you know? My Shinkansen is in about 2 hours time. I mean, it's not the end of the world. If I need to change my Shinkansen, I will. Shinkansen. I will, but I don't know what the tree was. It is a little bit difficult for me to... It's a little bit difficult for me to figure out whilst I am streaming. Turns red in the autumn. Oh, cool. Thanks for that, dude. I knew somebody would look it up. It's pretty cool, huh? I mean, I mentioned there's a McDonald's here and I'm gonna get a Coke Zero, guys. A large Coke Zero. Do not judge me. Do not judge me. It's literally the only place I found in Japan that remotely sells anything that tastes like Coke Zero. Hopefully the queue is not too big. It might be, but it's gonna be worth it. So I'm gonna turn the camera around so that you can at least see me. If only. Hello! From Canada. Yeah, well I drink a lot of Coke Zero back home, but I don't drink Coke Zero in Japan because it just sucks. It's the only thing, or one of the few things, that I found that in Japan isn't that great. Unless you come to a McDonald's and you get a Coke Zero from McDonald's, then it's good. Right, in a minute I'm gonna just go into incognito mode, okay? So, bear with me. Nathan, Genki, hey Jennifer, how you doing? Listen, I am in a McDonald's right now, but if you hold on for a few minutes, you'll see some amazing streamers here in Sendai, the Tanabata Matsuri. Right, let's turn. I don't want people to think I'm gonna get a large Coke Zero because their large is like the equivalent of my small at home. I'm thirsty. Sendai Tanabata Matsuri. This would complete Japan's 4 biggest summer festivals from Tohoku. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Oh, but I'll have to research it. I was reading about it. Emoji yet. I need to hit 500 subscribers and I need to hit at least 3,000 view hours. Currently hitting 350-ish subscribers and about 600 or 700 watch hours. So we're not there yet. Nostril cam, sorry. I'm just updating my Suica on my watch. I'm not gonna lie, McDonald's for me, I have a few during my trip, but Hi, konnichiwa. Coke Zero, Coca-Cola Zero, Zero, Coca-Cola Zero, size L size. お願いします。
以上でよろしかったですか？フィッシュ。
スイカお願いします。
おかげ270円です。
スイカで。
はい、お願いします。こちらレシートでございます。おいたまで少々お待ちください。ありがとうございました。
To wait for the number, guys. I'm gonna drink that Coke so quickly, like super quickly. I think the L size here is the equivalent of probably the M, the medium size. Hi. Arigato. Okay. Oh, time to have a little bit of a rest. Wasn't the initial plan, but it's happening. Over 2 million visitors a day, apparently. Or over 2 million visitors, maybe not a day, but over 2 million visitors, definitely. So, it's funny how Nightbot says, check out the other side of the monkey. Happy Gaijin, I should change that to check out Ninja Monkey. Kanpai. that tastes like Coke Zero. For anybody who's interested in this festival, before we head out a little bit, just do a quick search. Maybe somebody can post a few tidbits of information, such as how many people come to this festival, when the festival takes place, what's important about the festival, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's an interesting one to come to, definitely. I'm drinking this quickly, and I am drinking it here because then it's going to be so difficult to find a bin. So yeah. Anybody who's planning on coming on a day trip, like I have, I'm staying in Morioka, which is 39 minutes away. 39 minutes away, which isn't too bad on the Shinkansen. However, it was a nightmare to find a locker. All the lockers around the station were full. Obviously, it's a very popular event. It took me probably half an hour or more than half an hour to find a locker. So factor that in if you're going to be coming to this Matsuri in Sendai. Try to come early and try not to use a locker if you can help it. Bins are, I mean, there's the whole bin thing, I think. Hey Jim! I'm having a Coke Zero here in the McDonald's because it's literally the only place that tastes remotely like Coke Zero in Japan. But I was just talking about bins, or trash cans in Japan. There are various theories. One of them is that there was a terrorist attack a few years back, and that they removed a lot of the bins from Japan as a result of that. But I think the main theory is Japan has a very strict recycling program. Sometimes there are areas where there's like 4 or 5 different types of recycling bins, and you need to really like use your brain to figure out what goes where. You need to separate things and take the plastic outside of the paper and put it into different things. That's another reason. I think the main reason is probably people are just relatively, they take the trash home most of the time. I don't know. The rules also, I think that some of the rules stem back to the time of the samurai, where like eating on the street was forbidden, if I remember right. So if people simply, if it's not common or if it's not polite to be walking around eating and drinking, then you don't need bins, because you literally eat and drink wherever you eat and drink, there'll be a bin, like I'm doing now. So I could turn the question around. I could ask the question, why do we have so many bins in the West? Robert, I've been traveling through Japan throughout the last 9 years. This is my 20th trip, I believe. And these festivals have been on my radar for the last few years, at least the last 4 or 5 years, where I thought, oh, I want to go here, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And this year, I decided I was going to do Tohoku. And as a result, the Tohoku region, I made sure to factor in when these festivals were taking place. A little bit of a Google search, searching for festival calendar Japan, you'll probably find some. If you're going to go to a specific city or a region, you can simply search for, Matsuri or festivals in that region. You usually get a calendar. It's quite easy to do. Then it's just a matter of figuring out your itinerary and planning in advance. If you want to go to any Matsuri, especially Sendai is quite a big city. There's going to be a lot of accommodation here. But even like today I was looking just in case I had to stay the night, and there was only like one hotel or two hotels left. But if you're going to go to smaller Matsuris like Morioka or Akita or Aomori, those ones require a lot of planning. You'd be lucky if you can find a hotel actually in those locations. Some of those locations I've had to stay away from the city. Hey, no problem. Rat infestation prevention. There you go. There's another reason then. Why not? Yeah. But it's definitely worth it. I think a lot of people, they underestimate these festivals in Japan. They can become a very important part of your trip. They can become your highlight of your trip if you plan things accordingly. And the other side to Japan in the summer is the Hanabi, which is the fireworks festivals that happen all across the country. There are these incredible fireworks displays, fireworks competitions that happen, and if you do a quick search for Japan Hanabi celebration calendar, you'll also find where these things are taking place, and you can also factor those in. It's in Sendai. It's called the Tanabata Matsuri. Tanabata is these streamers that they sort of like are hanging around. Just gonna finish this McDonald's, and I'm gonna show you anyway. Over 400 years. In the future, I like to talk and break down. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This has got me a little bit. It's made me a little bit of wanting to experience more Matsuris. now that I've done 4, well, I've done more. I've done 4 plus a Gion Matsuri in Kyoto. I've done 1 in Tokyo, and I've done 1 smaller one in Shikoku that I participated in, and I've done 1 in Osaka that I didn't really like because it was just way too packed. But now that I've done these Matsuris and I've had such a great time, I wouldn't be surprised if I return to come. You're alive, Tanabata, Nathan. I wouldn't be surprised if I returned, especially to the Morioka and the Aomori Matsuris. Those were some of my favorite Matsuris that I've been to. And I can imagine myself next year when I travel to Japan trying to fit 1 or 2 in here in Tohoku, because yeah. And maybe plan things a little bit differently. Now that I know what it's all about, maybe I would actually spend a little bit longer around the period of the Matsuri, and take things a little bit slower. But yeah, I've got the Matsuri bug. This might be a problem, because once I get something into my head, I usually become a little bit obsessive. Anybody that follows me on my channel probably started to notice you know, the way that I am. Once I get something in my head, I do it. I obsess. So, watch out for more future celebrations, Matsuris. Fireworks, I'm not sure about. I'd be surprised if you didn't. Jim, you know me. Okay, this hit the spot. And it's time for us to find, well, the bin is easy to find here at McDonald's, but it's time for me to head out. I'm just gonna put my things away. What is it you have sticking out from your Peak Design clip? Oh, this is my little camera that I use as a talking camera and a vlogging camera. It's yeah, it's a system that's working really well at Alminox right now, I'm not gonna lie. Having this one for headshots and for quick vlogs sort of thing, shots, especially in the evening at night when I'm going to izakayas drinking and I don't quite know if I'm gonna film anything, or you know, I have this on me all the time just in case. It's working very well. And then this one, then I have my big camera here, which is for B-roll. It has a zoom lens, so it's quite nice. And obviously I have my phone and the gimbal that I'm using now. But let's oh, and by the way, the weather today is actually quite nice. It's hot. There are people with signs, hey, you stay hydrated, don't get heat stroke. But I think it's a little bit cooler than what it's been in the last week or so. There is a typhoon head, but it is definitely a little bit cooler, especially in the shade. But then again, Tohoku is a little bit, it's definitely been cooler than Tokyo. It's still been hot, but it's definitely been cooler than Tokyo and Kyoto. Let's put this in the bin and I'll be back in a moment. I'm just going to let you watch the wall and talk to yourselves for a little bit. Okay, let's go. It's kind of difficult to oh, look at them, how cute. The M. That hit the spot, guys. What direction was I walking in? Now, I can't remember. Was it on my right or was it on my left? We'll find out. It's a pretty impressive display. And I'm gonna take you to the main arcade now and you'll see the big, impressive part. Oh, look at this one. This one's difficult. Different. Look at it. It's so cool. Yeah, it's kind of pleasant. The weather's hot but pleasant right now. Oh, look at them taking a picture with a baby with the streamers in the background. Proud parents. Cute. Oh, you missed Japan. Pretty cool, guys, huh? I'm glad I'm really having a lot of fun with this Happy Gaijin channel. I feel that I can just stream whenever I want, and you know, if something interesting is happening, then I'll just share it with you. Who makes the decorations? All sorts of people. There are some craftsmen, but some of them are actually, look, made out of this beautiful paper. It's incredible. Made out of bamboo, paper. I mean, they're hanging up on these bamboo poles. You see these bamboo poles? See that? Isn't that cool? Some of them are actually advertisements. Every now and then you'll see some advertisements. I love how they are sort of like at eye level, and it means that you sort of get lost and you go through and then you come out the other side, and it's like the Narnia, you know, like going through the wardrobe and coming out in Narnia. Thanks for taking it. I'm glad I could take you on my adventure as much as I can. It's actually really, really pleasant. I wanted to mention another thing, and that is that today is the, I don't know, the 70-something, 78th, whatever anniversary of the Hiroshima bombing. So something to think about. Found in Japan. How you doing? I am in this Tanabata Festival in Sendai with very difficult connection, but it's sort of in and out. It is what it is. It's what I expected from this amount of people. The sheer number of people. Wow. So this evening, when I get, well, this afternoon, later this afternoon, when I get back to Morioka, I forwarded my luggage to Morioka a few days ago. So I'll do some chill, sort of like, maybe I'll probably do some laundry, and I need to pack and repack everything, because tomorrow we're going I'm going on another leg of my trip, and I might actually change some of the locations that I had already planned. I need to look at things, because one of the places I was going to go to was to do some geisha, some maiko stuff, but I'm not very sure if that's going to happen. Pretty impressive, I have to say. I use the luggage forwarding at strategic points in my trip, not all the time, but I try to sort of like forward my luggage every 4 days or so, 4 or 5 days, and then I carry a smaller luggage with me for 4 or 5 days, and every 4 or 5 days or 6 days I swap things around, and there we go. It works really well for me. It's a really good way of doing it. It works for me anyway. Found in Japan. It is hot. It is. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for coming along on the journey with me, keeping a little bit of company. I've been able to show you some of the sights, some of the interesting things that there are to see and do in Sendai, especially during this incredible Tanabata Festival. These streamers are pretty incredible. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, then what are you waiting for? Hit that like and subscribe so that you can keep up with the adventure. If you're not a member of my Ninja Monkey channel, then why not check out Ninja Monkey? It's where most of my content is. It's been fun. Till the next one, stay positive and be a happy Gaijin, everyone. Thanks, guys. Bye.